97.7 The Point. Woody and Rizzuto.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the on-air studio for the first time in a long time, Mr. Donny!
Yeah, it's nice to get the cowbell out for Donny.
Donny, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, dude.
We have organized something extra special for you, since this is your first week back for the Weekend Rage. We have arranged some of the new menu items from Hot Shots.
Hey! No kidding.
To be delivered. Look at this.
Well, how about this?
Just set it right next to the breathalyzer.
And Patrico's finished his latest beer there, so ready to go. Chris from Hot Shots has just arrived.
You know what sucks? Patrico can't eat this stuff, can he?
Because that.
Can we get 100 more people in this studio, please?
Because that new menu started today over at Hot Shots, right?
It did.
What'd you bring?
I brought buffalo chicken dip. I brought some of the new pizzas. Some, of course, the deep fried tacos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're
French
talking
dip,
my
and we are
language.
using some new breads now for our sandwiches. And I brought a few sandwiches for you guys.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you, Chris.
You got it.
Try that out. That's in honor of you, Donny.
Well, thank you very much. That's so rad of you.
Donny, nice to see you. All right, so we ready for the Weekend Rage?
Let's do it.
Brand new Weekend Rage. Let's do this. Donny Fandango. Now heard weekdays from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m.
Yeah. Our new afternoon guy.
We haven't seen you to congratulate you. We already had the congratulatory discussion with Lux, but congratulations to you, Donny.
Thank you.
Job well done and
Nice
job
promotion.
well earned.
Thanks.
Well deserved. Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely.
very much.
So Donny may be a little less angry than he used to be.
I don't know about that because I think he's feeling a bit more pressure.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's
All
definitely
right.
true.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that pressure is at the
Understand.
pit of his stomach. And it's
You guys should have seen what I did to the trash can 2 days ago.
I see. It's all dented up.
It's even worse than it was before. I took it to town.
Donny Fandango, one of the nicest guys, and you'll see if you go to Point Fest, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. But man, inside he harbors just so much rage and anger, and we were really worried about his health and, frankly, everybody else's safety.
Safety of all involved.
Like he was gonna roll a grenade down the hallway one of these days. So, in order to try to avoid the carnage, we decided to give him his own segment here on the show, the Donny Fandango Weekend Rage, where he could just kind of let it all out, let it all hang out. Donny, what's bugging you this week, pal?
Well, first of all, as I was driving to work 2 days ago, I noticed one of my neighbors mowing their lawn, or at least taking care of a good chunk of their lawn, with a weed eater. And it makes me sort of ashamed to live in South County where I do when I see things like this, man. I mean, the guy is in a robe with it's what you would have thought. He was in a robe with socks pulled up to his pulled up to his shins, and he's got flip-flops on, and he is out in his yard mowing it with a weed eater. I know that I should just laugh at this and it shouldn't make me burn inside, but it does, man.
I call it a South County moment where you realize, you're like, you know what? Because sometimes you forget there are parts of South County, believe it or not, people who are not in South County that are really nice.
Absolutely.
And you almost forget for a second that you're in South County, and then all of a sudden you see it.
I
There you go,
love
Donnie.
living in South County.
another black
I do
eye
too.
for South County.
I do too. Shout out to Oakville.
Absolutely, man.
Similar situation. This happened in the spring, but there was a guy in his yard with hedge clippers cutting his grass. Like he was on his knees crawling through his lawn, hedge clippers. Like,
Mower's
really, dude?
broken.
Really? One step away from a sling blade.
Yeah, I mean, so again, it shouldn't make me mad, but it does. Another thing, I'm driving down the highway 2 days ago, and there is a car full of old people. All right, a car full of old people, 4 old people, and the one that is driving has this massive gigantor neck brace on. So the person driving this car is the most fit out of these 4 to drive a vehicle 70 miles an hour down the highway. I know I always complain about stuff on the roads, but man, I mean, there's something every week that
You should
gets
probably
me.
have full range of motion on your.
You would think so, and not to mention this guy might have been 145 years old.
I mean, how are you supposed to check the blind spot that way?
So old. and-
Officer Tony, you check his ID. It says Methuselah.
Another pleasant reminder. Another pleasant reminder that I'm living in South County is happening in my own home. My girl refuses to get my youngest son Dexter's haircut, so now he officially, full on, no lie, has a rat tail, like an actual rat. Now listen. There's a lot of things that I can take with my kids, but I am very much about to, when she is at work the next time, get the scissors and do a little bit of trimming back there
dude.
myself. Because it's like, his hair's like curly in the back, and the way that it all comes together, it looks like the kid has got a rat tail, and we look like we belong perfectly where we are.
So why won't you cut the hair? I don't
Because
understand.
it's like her mother-in-law, or not mother-in-law, her mom told her that most kids don't get their first haircut until they're like 3, and they love like he's got curls, you know, so like they're
you know
real
what that is?
protective over the curls.
No, that's the adults. And my father-in-law was doing the same thing with our niece, where she was like 4 years old and she had like this, you know, that little baby curl in her hair, and they don't. It's like the first thing of letting go, and they're kind of getting older, and they're not that little tiny baby. Get the kid a friggin' haircut, man. Looks like a little ratty Hoosier kid.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I said those exact same things to Mary, and all I get
If
is
they're meant to have curls, they'll have curls. If not, it's just not meant to be.
it's just not. Absolutely not.
Hope you enjoyed him while they were there.
Getting too big to cuddle. Let's have another one.
Oh man. Well, she's asked me in the last couple of months, like, are you sure you don't want any more kids? Yeah, Riz. Whenever that whole when we can make the
we're
appointment.
Dude, let's do a 3 for 1.
Chris is coming too.
No, it's fine.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's make it
4
happen.
for 1.
Because if there's another kid, I'm telling you,
Rochus is in.
I'm living in Brazil, man.
And dude, you're just like a Mexican man, and you can just look at a chick and get her pregnant.
One more thing in
Very
the weekend
fertile turtle at Donny Fandango.
The calls from home that are supposed to be important, but that are not important. The other day, I was in Tommy, the boss's office, for a couple hours because we were doing some things, and I get back up to my desk. There's my phone sitting on the desk with a message from Mary that says, call home. So I'm thinking to myself, oh crap, what's going on? I mean, did something happen to one of the kids? Did something happen with Mary? I get back, I make the call. Mary wants to tell me about Ava, my 3-year-old's day at school. She's 3. They colored. They played dress up. That's just what they do.
Yeah.
So I think there's just a difference between what's an important call and what's an important call for work. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Because you get nervous too.
Yes, absolutely. You just
I
wonder.
think something's wrong.
Absolutely.
I mean, has this
absolutely.
woman met you?
Yeah. Doesn't take much to get me fired up. But ladies and gentlemen, it is not a ton of things to my weekend rage, but that is my weekend rage, and it's great to be back yelling about things.
You feeling better there, Donny?
I do.
Donny Fandango Week in Rage. This week being sponsored by
Supplement Superstores online. Supplement Superstores with an S.com.